sexy pals, it's your girl Mickey, and I bring to you another seasonal favorites because I figured I've already done summer, I've already done autumn, I might as well keep going for the rest of the year. So without further ado, I present to you my winter favorites. But I generally do have a few things that I have liked over the winter season, and I thought it would be fun to share and just have a little yap, a little chat, because I've missed having this face-to-face chatting, talking head session video setup thing lately, because my last few videos have kind of just been voiceover, faceless kind of videos, and I don't know, I miss sitting down in front of the camera and just having a good old chat with y'all, okay? Also, it is a sad day, y'all. My DSLR broke. I did post about this on my Instagram story when it happened a couple of months ago, but I wanted to document it here on the tube as well. But basically what happened was I was filming a different video and I accidentally bumped the tripod and the camera fell off it was on the tripod, and the tripod fell off the stool because my tripod actually doesn't go as tall as I need it actually. So I bumped the tripod and the camera fell off the stool that it was balanced on, and it landed on the viewfinder, and now it is jammed like that in this like position. Because the way that the Canon M3, I think this one is, yeah, the M3 is that the viewfinder actually flips down. So it's like, you know, you'll have the viewfinder like there facing you, and then if you want to like have it in selfie mode, you can then pull it like out and flip it up. That's why it's like that, because obviously I was recording and filming, and yeah, it's now like that. And like, let me see if I can turn it on for you, but like, I don't know if you guys can see that, but since the viewfinder is like this, it hasn't registered for the camera that I'm upright, so all of my footage is technically the right way around, but in the viewfinder it's upside down. Which is really annoying because yeah, if I was trying to use this to film, I would constantly be like, which way am I? So no more dramatic zoom-ins for a while, but it's a good thing I got a new camera for my birthday. It's also kind of a blessing in disguise, to be honest, because it means I'm forced to get used to the settings and how the Osmo Pocket works before I go to Japan, because this has been a learning curve, and if I hadn't been forced to use this for the last like, what, 2 months now, a month and a half, I would be in the deep end and I would have hated using it as a first time experience in Japan. So definitely a blessing. RIP my DSLR for the time being. But come the new year, you will be repaired. Now that that's out of the way, so yes, I am currently filming on the Osmo Pocket. So if the camera is a little bit weird, if the lighting is weird, if the sound is weird, I apologize. I am still figuring it all out. So shall we get into the actual favorites now? So first off, fashion faves. So you would have definitely seen 2 of these. Actually, you might have seen all 3 of them, if I'm being honest. You would have seen all 3 of them, actually. 2 of them on my Instagram and 1 of them on my YouTube, because I just posted another video before this one where I made a little dress and I took y'all along with me. So maybe go check it out this time if you want to. Have I linked it on the right side? Again, everything is mirrored on here, so I have no idea what I am doing. First up is this amazing rainbow daisy backpack. I love this bag so much. So basically, like, I did mention this in the lookbook that I did about this bag, because this bag, it deserved a whole lookbook. A simple unboxing was not going to cut it. Basically I got a targeted Instagram ad for this Australian company, Madmere, not sponsored in any way, and they were having a mid-year season sale because it was the end of the financial year, and they had just released this bag and it was like 50% off, and I jumped at the opportunity. I did a little bit of impulse shopping, and I usually hate impulse shopping because I have buyer's remorse and just I don't know. But anyway, I thought about it for like 8 hours, and then I was like, it's a really good deal. Like, this was like 120 and I got it for 60, so you know, mama loves a good deal. Anyway, shall we have a tour of the bag? So we've got this beautiful rainbow petal assortment. We have a center pocket here with just a little baby zip. You know, it's not very deep, you know, so you can fit an amount in there. And then on the back, we got a bigger boy pocket, which now this was impressive because this looks quite small, but this can fit a full Nintendo Switch Lite upright. So you can fit that, and there's room in there, so it's like I've got a Switch in there, I've got an iPhone 13 in there with a big old pom-pom, and that could also fit my wallet in there probably. And there's also like an internal pocket, which again, but there's also internal pockets and like a little ID thing, and like it's actually surprisingly deep and quite roomy for a small backpack, and I love it so much. And also it's got mismatched colored straps, and I just love it so much, y'all. Okay, like I feel like a magical girl with this bag, and like how could I not? Like it's a rainbow daisy. So my second fashion fave is my beautiful rainbow dress that I just finished making. So I know I just finished making this like literally like 3 days ago, so technically I can't say it's a seasonal fave, but at the same time, I did just make it and I do really like it, and it is technically still, and like I've been working on it since July, so I'm gonna say it's a favorite, but like, it's so pretty, and just, I love it so much. And just, my one thing, like again, I talked about all of this in the sew with me video, but my one complaint with the dress is that I wish the collar laid flat like that, like on like a regular t-shirt jersey top, because on the illustration packet for the pattern it looked like it laid flat, and I didn't know it was going to still stand upright like it does, because it didn't have like the actual like popped collar. But other than that, it's not that big of a complaint, and like it kind of looks cool. It's kind of funky, almost 60s retro with one of those like kind of swing turtle collar wide necked vintage looks. So an unintentional design flaw, but honestly I'm not that mad at it, but I just love the colors, and just, oh, it's so pretty, and I can't wait to wear it. I am definitely taking this to Japan. I feel like this is going to be the dress that I want to wear in Harajuku, because is this just not Harajuku vibes? But yeah, it's so fun and cute and colourful, and just, I love it so much. And just, this was way better than the original skirt version I wanted to make with it. So I am glad that the original fabric that I wanted to buy the day that I was shopping for fabric to make this dress ended up being out of stock, and I went with my plan B, because I've been looking at this fabric for over a year, and I wanted to make a dress of it originally. I just couldn't decide what type of dress. I knew I wanted it to be a summer dress of some description, and I was originally thinking something with like spaghetti tie straps, but honestly this came out way better than what I was originally planning, and just, I love it so much. And my last fashion fave actually comes with a little bit of a story time, so I wanted to save this one for last, because as we all know, I am a chronic yapper. So an old family friend of mine gave me a belated birthday present in like late April, early May. Anyway, I decided to put it towards buying a pair of boots from Dolls Kill, because I had been eyeing these for a while. But it is the Chasing Daydreams Daisy Booty. They're so cool and funky. I love them so much. Anyway, the story time for these was I got the belated birthday present, and me and my best friend were kind of like, well, what are you gonna spend it on? Because like I was hanging out with her when the present arrived, and we're like, well, what are you gonna spend it on? And I was like, oh, I should probably put it towards Japan. And then I was like, but I've already put so much into Japan. I would like to kind of buy something now to have now, and like it is my birthday, so. Anyway, so I was going through my Pinterest and I was looking at my wish list, because of course I have a Pinterest wish list. And I was like, I think I want to buy something fashion related. And I was scrolling through my wish list, because it is extensive at this point. And I found the listing for the boots that I'd saved, and I forgot that I'd saved them. And I was like, it's winter, it's rainy, and I need a good pair of like rainy winter, well, not like winter boots, but like, you know, boots that aren't going to make my feet wet, because my current shoe options for like winter are lace up combat boots, which are definitely not waterproof, or ballet flats, which are also not waterproof, and they are full of holes because they are the type that have like a lattice pattern. So I needed a more solid waterproof foot option. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy these. These are adorable, these are amazing, and just, So Daisy Rain boots, I love them. They are fantastic and magical and just... So that concludes my fashion faves. So shall we get on to anime and media faves now? So my first media fave is not an anime. It's actually a really old TV show. So it's an old TV docu-series called ER, and I picked it up because I was seeing a bunch of clips for it on TikTok. And this is the thing, I'll see a bunch of clips on TikTok for like certain TV shows, and it will be just enough to lure me in to be like, I want to see the rest of the show to actually find out what happens and how it goes and the whole storyline. And also I'd kind of known of ER for a while, because again, back before TikTok, I'd seen clips here and there on YouTube, but I'd never been able to find the full episodes anywhere because no one was streaming it. Well, it turns out that this time Foxtel were streaming all 15 seasons of ER. So I spent the last 6-8 months binge watching 15 seasons of ER, and just, it was surprisingly good. It was really, really good. I enjoyed it. The ending was really good. It felt really, they tied it up really nicely. But just, the storyline was really good, and like, honestly, hot opinion, controversial opinion maybe, but I think ER is far superior to Grey's Anatomy. I said it. I did it. I said it. I done said it. I tried to watch Grey's Anatomy. I think I got like 13, 14 seasons in, and I eventually dropped it because I was just so bored with the plot line, because like every other episode was either, it's like, I'm gonna bang this person, I'm gonna bang this person, oh no, we're broken up, I'm now gonna bang character C, and it's like, aren't you meant to be a medical drama? Anyway, ER focused more on the medical side of the medical drama than the actual drama, which was actually a really nice touch, and especially since it's like from the late 90s, and also it is such a time capsule for how things used to be, like the terminology that was used, the way people were thinking, society, the fashion, just the whole shebang. And just I loved how, like, you know, the storylines for the characters wrapped up and just everything. It just felt very full circle and very just, it was very fitting and a very good ending, and I genuinely enjoyed it. And if I ever come across the DVDs, I wouldn't mind owning them. I wouldn't mind rewatching it. I really like the series. So my second media fave is an anime, and I had heard about this one in passing for about a year now, and I was kind of like, I'm not really that into cosplay and whatnot, but I'm probably not going to watch it. And then again, on TikTok, I saw a couple of clips and I was like, wait, that's actually really cute and funny. I should give it a watch. So I started watching it. Now, I like to call myself a senior weeb. because I have been watching anime for a very long time, for well over a decade. So anyway, the point of all of that rambling is that by now I should know, 1, never fall for the cute title, and 2, never fall for the cute poster image, because you are going to get duped. And I got duped because I broke my cardinal rule. I fell for the cute title and the cute poster picture. And basically the anime that I am favoriting is My Dress Up Darling. I went in expecting it to just be a cute little anime with sewing and fashion and, you know, cosplay, obviously. I was not expecting the sheer amount of fan service the first half of the season was going to have. I'm but a grandpa, okay? I was clutching my pearls. My pearls were clutched. Anyway, I was like, other than all of that, the overall storyline is rather cute. So I wanted to give it a genuine try. And basically by episode 5, I got fully sucked in and I was like, you know what? The boobs and butt shots are really not that bad. You have seen worse. You are, again, a senior weeb. You have definitely seen worse. The comedic parts are delightful. And just the overall animation and everything is just really nice. And I ended up binge watching all of the first half of season 1. I'm saying it's like Crunchyroll has it listed as season 1 and season 2, but I think it's one of those ones where it's actually a 24 episode anime and they've just split it in half, so it's part 1, part 2. So anyway, I binge watched the first half of the first season and I absolutely loved it, and now I am actively watching the second half, and the second half is definitely much better than the first half because we are 4-5 episodes in and we have had no butts or boob shots yet, so it is greatly appreciated. Just the way I was bamboozled when the first of multiple boobie and butt shots came in, and I'm just like, yeah, so watch with caution, I guess, and probably not in the family room where your parents are going to walk by and see it and have several questions about what it is that you are watching. But overall, the series is very cute and very fun, and it kind of gave me like this designing high because just, I love designing. I love fashion design and sewing and making clothes and just cute things and just, And my final media fave is probably a given because everyone and their dog is talking about it, and that is K-pop Demon Hunters. Anyway, I watched it and it was actually really, really good, and I've seen it like 3 times, and just the story is really, really good, okay? I love the story, the animation, the music, the songs are a bop. Your idol, and this is what it sounds like. Top tier, and also 3. I really hope that if we get a sequel, we will get to see the Saja boys again, because like, I have several theories and questions and plot lines, and just, I really want to see Gino and Rumi together, okay? I really want them to bring them back because I want them to be together. There, I said it, but it's a good movie. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. You should watch it. It's on Netflix. Also, I love the cat and the bird. Top tier side characters. I would watch a mini series of just the cat and the bird doing adventures and antics. So, and now for the final segment, lifestyle faves. Okay, so I saw a TikTok where these girls were doing a Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants journal exchange thing, and at the time, my best friend was planning a holiday to come here and see me for the first time, which is going to be fantastic. We still don't know exactly when it's going to happen, but it's going to happen at some point. So we got very excited, and we're kind of like, oh, we need to like plan travel journals and scrapbooking nights and the whole 9 yards. And I was like, oh, I want to have like a dedicated scrapbook for like all the stuff that I do with you when you're here, because I didn't want to put it in like my main scrapbook, and it felt kind of weird to make a travel scrapbook for Australia when I live in Australia. Anyway, I then saw this TikTok and I was like, that's what we should do. We should make a traveling scrapbook and we can like each fill out different pages and like bits, and then that way I can just put my Australian adventures when you're here in here, because it's a shared memoir type book. And I haven't sent it to her yet. And I got a little bit enthusiastic. That's all I've done. That this was all me. So, you know, I got like an introductory page. I ran out of alphabet stickers, that's why it just says meat. But I am planning on going to Daiso in a couple of weeks so that I can go buy some more alphabet stickers. But yeah, so it's gonna say Meet Mickey, but it's got like, you know, it's got a little photo of me, and then it's got like my likes and whatnot, and just cute things, and just I vibe with this. It is such a cute page. Then we're doing like a fruit sticker exchange page. I should probably eat more apples, but and then we did this, you know, expansion pack starter pack trend thing, and I come with a doll, a sketchbook, a camera, and some stickers, which is on brand. I made it so that the doors flip open so that we can add expansion packs later on in here. So I thought that would be a really fun detail, because I wanted just an excuse to draw my Rainbow Daisy bag, but I still haven't done it. But yeah, just cute little starter pack doll trend. And then I also started to do a favorite season, because I've realized that my favorite season is summer. So but yeah, I got that far, and then I wasn't sure what else I wanted to put on the page, so I'm leaving it blank, because I feel like this would be a good one to put like some photos of us together when she comes, because she may be coming in the summer, but we will see. Then just my favorite Sanrio character, because of course I had to include my favorite Sanrio character, my baby, my adorable little child, Wish Me Mel. We know the rant that I have for Wish Me Mel. So that's as far as we got so far with this journal memoir exchange book. But I'm shipping it off to her later this week, and it will be exciting to see what pages she adds. So and now for my final winter favorite, and that is baking. 3 weeks ago, how to make gluten-free focaccia, and I am addicted. I am frankly addicted. I have a slice out defrosting on the counter at this very moment, because I'm going to have a slice for lunch. It is delicious. It is just, oh, so good. And anyway, the recipe that I found, you can use the dough as a pizza base, and it was so nice being able to eat a pizza that wasn't thin and hard like cardboard. Oh, but I might have made it a little bit too doughy for the pizza. But anyway, just the recipe is really easy to follow, and the focaccia came out delicious, and it's amazing. And I love to make toasted cheese sandwiches with it, because it goes extra crispy and crunchy and just but yeah, because I've just been doing a lot of cooking lately, and I really like making bread, so but yeah, anyway, so just baking, cooking in general is a favorite. And that concludes my winter favorites for winter. It is currently the first week of August. Hopefully I will have this out before the end of August, so it is definitely a winter favorites video, but no promises, because I am a bit of a procrastinator. But anyway, did you guys have any winter favorites this month, or well, months this season, or what summer favorites if you are in the Northern Hemisphere? Comment down below. Until next time, bye bye.